Hey, welcome to the late edition of the showcast nightly show. I was thinking, man. I was surfing the YouTube streets, and I came across. It just dawned on me that I haven't heard from uh, Gonzalo Lira or Lira Gonzalo, aka Coach Red Pill, in quite some time. Quite some time. Um, and then I realized that he has a situation going on in Ukraine. Um, Now, who's Coach Red Pill, you may ask? In a quick nutshell, Coach Red Pill is a former Hollywood script film writer turned YouTuber, and he blew up basically talking about giving dating advice to men. And I started listening to Coach Red Pill somewhere around the year 2017. Now, listen, before some of you NPCs correct me, saying that, Coach Red Pill didn't have a channel. Okay. Somewhere, let's say 2018, 2017, somewhere there, right? I was still in university at the time. This was when I was still watching content creators who were solely focused on giving out dating advice. I'm talking Mr. Lucario, Steve the Dean Williams, and his friend, Lucario's friend, Miles Cunningham, Coach Corey Wayne. Who else? Donovan Sharp, and yeah, some of the other guys that I'm neglecting, forgetting to mention. But yeah, some of the earliest factions of the manosphere based on dating, right? And then since then I've evolved my content. You can see my content has evolved tremendously towards American politics and the Matrix and whatnot. Okay, so I haven't just stayed in one place. I have evolved as a content creator, and so do the type of people that I listen to. Um, so yeah, Coach Red Pill. He is an American citizen, and he moved to Ukraine somewhere around 2020, 2021, and he was arrested because of his anti-Ukraine rhetoric. He shifted away from giving dating advice because I believe he had shared all that he knew about dating, so he saw it feasible to evolve towards politics. The first time I wasn't really like watching Coach Red Pill on a consistent basis, but the first couple of times I watched his videos, I was like, man, I kind of like this guy. This old man has a bit of an edge to him. I like him. So yeah, I heard through the grapevine called Myron Gaines. He had contacts with. He was in contact with Coach Red Pill over in Ukraine, and there was a time where Coach Red Pill was like missing. He wasn't posting on a consistent basis, and we were concerned. Now I say this out of no disrespect, but out of pure concern. Why? I didn't understand for the life of me, why would he move to a country that he would spew anti-rhetoric about? You see, this is what I've noticed about most European countries. Most European countries are third world. Now, don't be caught up on the whole narrative that, the fact that they're European. No. Most European countries are third world communist countries. I mean, look at what's happening with Andrew Tate. Okay? Free speech is not available in most of these countries. But I'll tell you what, free speech is available here in South Africa. Okay? This is why I wanted to network with a lot of these online content creators, red pill guys. And you know what I've noticed? The scary thing I've noticed, there is a real life coordinated attack. These real life coordinated attacks on these internet personalities who, shave against the grain, who speak up, against the globalists, who, perpetuate anti-establishment rhetoric. They end up finding themselves in all sorts of legality issues, legal troubles, right? And that's a scary thing, because it went from the keyboard warriors, so to speak, to these actual real-life attacks. I've had certain weird things happen to me whenever I go out and about in public. Okay? I'm targeted myself. But that's a different story. I digress for a different topic. MrShowTym, halfway around the globe, because most of these content creators, they're American. Your Coach Greg Adams, Donovan Sharp, the lead attorney, Fresh and Fit. I know they're not technically American, but they're based in America. So let's just condone them as American. They're based in America. Pearly Things, Minister Jap, Anthony Brian Logan, Chaotic Truth, Greg Foreman, Black Conservative Perspective, etc. Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, Hodge Twins, Elliot Hustle, Bulldog Mindset, who else? Nick Fuentes, Mumia Obsidian Ali, O'Shea Duke Jackson, Anton Daniels, The Angry Man. I've been trying so hard to... Oh, by the way, some of these content creators, I actually have their contacts. Well, the emails specifically. I'm talking Solo TV 84. Remember him? He unfortunately decided to drop out of the Manosphere Crusade. I believe it had a lot to do with his falling out with Donovan Sharp. And I contacted him, I emailed him and say, hey, look, Solo, you are greatly missed in these spaces. I would love to collaborate and, network with you. Let's carry on the fight for the glory of the Manosphere. And he said, oh, yeah, I appreciate you, man, but I have different other endeavors now. So, yeah, it is what it is. That was a bummer. I have The Angry Man's email. I spoke with him briefly. I have Anton Daniels' email as well. He's a busy guy. He's a millionaire. Understandably, he doesn't have time to sift through all these emails, through the trolls and the supporters, and there's too much. I understand. I also have O'Shea Duke Jackson's email. This is a person who was once here. He's up north in Uganda. And this is a person that was here in 2017. And I emailed him after my one-on-one exclusive interview with Mumia Obsidian Ali. Mumia Obsidian Ali, one of the original founders of the space, gave me a show dedicated to me, specifically to me. We're talking about the Past Bros fiasco. And he dedicated a show specifically for me as a special guest. A show surrounded around me. So I thought to myself, let me take that further in trying to work with these other content creators, right? And sadly, it hasn't panned out as exactly as I wanted. Contacted O'Shea, gave him my number, asked him to call me back, and he was like dismissive of it because like, oh yeah, what the red pill, what the manosphere? I'm done with the manosphere. You know, it's funny how some guys would claim that they're no longer part of the manosphere, but they're still talking manosphere talking points. They're still talking about gender dynamics, sexual relations between men and women, but you say you're not part of the manosphere. Hilarious, amazing. Make that make sense. But anyway, contacted O'Shea, trying to apprentice myself to, for him to recognize me. But considering my channel is still small because I'm shadow banned, for obvious reasons, I'm part of the Red Pill Manosphere. Remember what I said, there's a concerted effort, there's a coordinated attack. These coordinated attacks with these anti-establishment personalities. Anyway, didn't really pan out very well. O'Shea was like, look, kid, I'm busy with other stuff. So with other people, working with people in real time, so what do you have to offer? Which kind of like ignited a fire in me. Not a personal fire, no, I'm just saying like ignited a fire of ambition. Because while I was doing my show with Mami Absalin Ali, I gave him a perspective of how South Africa is. Of how South Africa is pretty much like the same in America. And Absalin was like, wow, really? Right? He jumped up in surprise. It was like, wow. He was ecstatic of the type of the knowledge that I possessed. And because, all of these Americans, they tend to have this stereotypical view of Africa as if Africa is this one gigantic mud plain. Africa is not a country. Okay, it's a continent with different countries and we're not all the same. Okay? South Africa is first world. Which is more the reason why a lot of us in the manosphere, in the red pill, we should like team up. Timcast IRL. Hello. Hello out there. Do you hear me? SOS, Chris Brown song. Anyway. This is the more reason why we should, collaborate more. Whether it be me flying out to the United States to do these, in-person live streams, collaborations, or me doing it like on the internet. We have to band together. I understand there's some YouTube politics involved. For some odd reason, I noticed The Angry Man is not getting invites to do collaborations with these other podcasters for some odd reason. It is what it is. There are, politics, YouTube politics involved when it comes to who collaborates with who for whatever reason, for whatever incentive. It gets weird. Okay? So yeah, I do have some of the contacts with some of these guys. And although some of them, they've put out their emails out there, such as Pretty Things, Angry Man, some of these guys have put out O'Shea they've put out their emails out there in public. But for me, it's more impactful to the guys who are a little bit more private with their lives, with their reach, with their accessibility. To the point where if I happen to get their contacts in whatever shape or form, somehow, it's more impactful. It's like I'm schoolgirl fanning, because it's like it's almost like me like meeting a celebrity, because these guys in a sense they are somewhat like celebrities because they have a huge following and they have a major impact on modern day culture, and that's the mission. I aim to create an impact, and what better way to collaborate with some of these guys. Every show, every live stream that I've ever hopped on, I've created an impact. Okay, I'm starting to believe. No, I do believe I am a dark horse, an underrated dark horse in the space. Now, am I saying that out of pure heathenism and hubris? For the most part, kind of, maybe. But I know that I have proof that in pretty much every other live stream I've hopped on, these guys were like ecstatic to the value I bring onto the show. The super chats, they like super chatting like high amounts of money. Because I come on there and I drop gems. I drop truth bombs. I cook. And this is more the reason why I have to, by all means, get a hold of these guys. To like get their phone numbers, to talk to them offline, to sort of like schedule something. Right? And I've been trying so hard, and I'm still trying. And hopefully someday, man, I'll get to like do more collaborations with them. Because look, I believe I possess value. I have value to offer, and some of these guys, they need to know more about South Africa. Because I heard Mario Games complain about, they want to do like, they've mentioned they want to do like this world tour over to Spain and in the UK, but free speech is a concern. And I'm saying, well, Bob is your uncle. Collaborate with me here in South Africa. No person has ever been persecuted because of the type of speech that they utter on the internet. Uh-oh. Did I just all of a sudden open Pandora's box just on that? Could I become the first one? Hopefully not. But no, on a serious note, no one has ever gotten in trouble here in South Africa because, free speech is a human right. We have the Bill of Rights. So why not collaborate with someone like me? I have a resume. You can check out my channel and you can see what I'm capable of. In 2024, my mission is to help reset the matrix. And, again, like I said, you complain about free speech. The Tate brothers aren't faring too well in terms of free speech over there in Romania. No disrespect to them, but Romania is a third world country. I bet you top dollar, Coach Red Pill and the Tate brothers would have never experienced the fate that they've came across here in South Africa. This is why, look, I am a dark horse that is yet to be realized. So why not collaborate with me? I'm trying so hard to get a hold of you guys. And a lot of you, I've realized you have these weird character flaws. But I'm still willing to work with you nonetheless, because it's all about the mission. It's all about resetting the matrix. That's the mission. So going forward this year, I have a strong belief. I'm still going to grind as hard as I can. Okay? I don't agree with Just Pretty Things, and I've made some videos against her. But for the glory of the manosphere, if she were to introduce me to Nick Fuentes by means of like offline, I get to talk to Nick Fuentes offline. And because he's done some videos talking about, the farm killings in South Africa, I could put Nick Fuentes on a better perspective of how, some of us think, some of us who are against the farm killings, okay? Some of us are rational thinkers. And someone like me, knowing what I've known, we can actually work together, and we can actually we can create like this phenomenal tag team, okay? This powerhouse tag team. I'm against Pretty Things being, having her the type of reach that she has. But for the glory of the manosphere, I'm still willing to collaborate with her. As much as I've slammed her on my previous videos, I still stand by it. But I'm still also willing to put that aside for the glory of the manosphere. If folks are actually serious about the manosphere, stop talking about, talk less about women and, getting sex and, no. Here's how you rock the Matrix. I joined Chaotic Truth's live stream, and upon my entry, I talked about the Jews, and CT was like, "Oh hell no! Whoa, MrShowTym, are you out of your mind? You can't talk about God's people like that." See, that's how you make an impact. Okay, that's how you rock the Matrix hard. That's my ambition for 2024: resetting the Matrix. Even if that means me working with Andrew Tate. Now, listen, Andrew Tate has put out his email on Twitter, but that's not his direct personal email, because that's like millions of people have sent out emails to that particular email address. No, I want direct contact to you, not through your intermediaries. No. Direct your personal email address, your personal phone number, your personal contact. Okay? Why? Because I'm good for it. I'm worthy. I actually have something to say. Coach Greg Adams, he's very private, but he has access to other people that I want to have access to. I'm looking forward to pushing the envelope as hard as I can in trying to reach these people and getting a hold of them, but at whatever cost. Okay. So I know I've drifted off topic. Back to Gonzalo Lira, Coach Red Pill. I'm glad to find out that he's still alive and well. He has since moved from Ukraine to Hungary, right? So as long as our fellow soldier is alive, because that's what he is, he's a fellow soldier of ours, and I care for him. I used to comment in his videos while, somewhere around 2017, 18, his dating videos. I used to comment, hey, Coach Red Pill, it's nice to meet you, and yeah, I agree with you. Shout out from Newcastle, South Africa. And he used to respond by saying, "Hello, South Africa." That every time I used to say that, he used to say, "Hello, South Africa." So yeah, I appreciate his response. I care about him much, based on what he's been through. I care for him because he's a brethren. He's a brother in arms. He's one of us. The Red Pill manosphere, for the Red Pill army. And look, I don't care whether Andrew Tate has like a bajillion subscribers and he's hard to reach. I will still do. I'm not cloud chasing. I have things to offer on how we can reset the Matrix. I'm not cloud chasing, okay? I want us to band together even for Fresh and Fit potentially to fly over here to South Africa, or for them to offer me to come over to America and do like a show to really rock the Matrix. Look, Fresh and Fit does better, not with their after hours shows, with them hosting these bimbos, and no disrespect to them, but Fresh and Fit has much more potential of them hosting Nick Fuentes and actually talking about the Agent Smiths. You know who I'm talking about, the Agent Smiths? The Jews. I call them the Agent Smiths. But again, we all have these challenges in real time, in actual real life, where we have these peons and these NPCs who are just out there whose purpose is just to like run interference. Okay? It's not a coincidence that some of us are going through some things in real life related to legalities, wrongful legalities, some shenanigans offline that are threatening to our lives. It's not a coincidence. Because Morpheus in the movie Matrix said it best. Anyone and everyone is and can be an agent of the Smith. Sorry, anyone and everyone can be an agent of the Matrix. Okay? Anyone who's these bots, these NPCs, these peons, at any given time they can morph into an agent. Okay? And very few can actually stand their ground and actually fight them. Oh yeah, this is it. I have aspirations. Look, I wanna be hosted on Timcast, IRL. I wanna be hosted on Valuetainment. But upon them hosting me, okay? Because look, Timcast has pulled the stunt before with Kanye West. And I would ask Patrick Bet-David, Adam Sosnick or Valuetainment to allow me to talk, to allow me to say what I really want to say. The time for censoring ourselves is over in 2024. 2024 is the year where we reset the matrix. If I'm going to be on the PPD podcast, I'm going to ask Patrick Bet-David to just let me talk. No censorship, no holding back, no